And now we are recording so that I can send this out to folks who weren't able to join us live. But thank you so much for those who were. I'm going to share my screen right now. And that's going to be how we will share our information that I have here for you today. All righty. Alrighty, so tonight we are going to do my pre-game huddle, my team huddle. This is a chance for folks who have registered to learn more about the ins and outs, and those who have not registered yet to learn why the Whole Life Challenge is just really a unique program that I'm really proud to be a coach of. This is an international program, and it's really cool to see the input from people all over the world. And I'll tell you how you can get access to that by joining the Whole Life Challenge Facebook group. You post a question there, and I am telling you, you get answers from all over the world in no time at all. Because this is an online challenge, it is available to anyone, anywhere, and I think it's a really neat way to connect with people. So today, I want you to think about this being a start to this really healthy, happy decade that we're starting here. It's all starting now, right? To make this decade healthy and happy, we got to start at the beginning. We got to start at 2020. Maybe this is how you're feeling. My goal in 2020 is to accomplish the goals I set in 2019, which I should have done in 2018 because I made a promise in 2017, which I planned in 2016. If this is you, please know you are not alone in having some of the same health and fitness goals and not achieving them year after year. What might have been missing is some accountability. Accountability is the glue that ties commitment to results. And I'm telling you, the Whole Life Challenge provides some fun accountability, not a, oh gosh, mean, nasty type of accountability, but a real supportive and welcoming accountability. So I'm just going to show this short video. If you popped onto the Whole Life Challenge website, chances are you may have seen this, but this just gives a quick overview. Let's just watch this together.
Here at Whole Life Challenge, we believe that with just a nudge and a little bit of effort, you can have the life you want. Happy, healthy, active, energetic, and connected. You can wake up every day excited for what's ahead. The journey from here to there is not necessarily easy, but it is possible for anyone who is willing to commit to the effort. It requires small steps repeated time after time, and it requires just a few habits. We think 7. We won't teach you those habits. Not exactly. We'll show them to you, along with a few rules to help you bring them to life. And you'll decide, one by one, if they're right for your life. Practicing for 6 weeks alongside your friends and teammates, incorporating them into your day-to-day routine, and keeping track of your progress. And after the challenge is over, you'll choose for yourself. Is this how you want to live? Do you want to be rested and well-fed, active and limber, fit and hydrated, less stressed and more connected? We think you do. So we created the Whole Life Challenge to help you get there, because ultimately we believe in you and in your power to change your life for the better, one habit at a time.
I love how they say, we think you will. And I agree with them. I think you will want to live in this way that you'll learn through the Whole Life Challenge. So again, they mentioned that there are 7 daily habits, and we're going to go over each of these, and it is a 6-week challenge. We're going to cover the overview of the Whole Life Challenge, review the rules, show you some of the inner workings, and then I'll have some time to answer some questions, and I have a couple of prizes at the very end. So if you stay with me till the very end, you can win one of my neat ways to help you remember to drink your water, and you can also win a free registration for the Whole Life Challenge. So this is basically how this goes. You figure out where you're starting, you get some preliminary information, you have 42 days of the challenge where you're living by the 7 daily habits, reflecting, interacting with your teammates, recording your score on a daily basis, and then at the end you do your overview to see where you ended. first step would be to join our team. And if you go down and join on the website, there is a join our team. My team is Positive Energy, Fitness, and Health. You just put that in and you'll find it. You can join more than one team. So for instance, I have someone who I know is a vegan who wants to be part of our team. She's going to join our team, but I also encouraged her to join a team that is strictly for vegans so she can have some information about that as well. But our team will definitely be your favorite team. And the next part is probably the most challenging part for people. It is choosing your game level, and this is specifically for nutrition. So there are 3 levels: Kickstart, if you're new to the health and fitness game; Lifestyle, if you're no newbie, but being super strict just isn't for you; and Performance, if you are really trying to reduce inflammation and really see what a totally I'm going to have to say the word clean diet. It's not usually my favorite word, but performance, that's the only way I can really describe this one. And these are the 3 levels. So unlike some other programs that are out there that give just 1 nutrition level, this gives 3. So if you are someone who wants to try this performance level, but your spouse or your roommate or your best friend wants to do the Kickstart, they can still do the Whole Life Challenge with you. So I really like that there's these 3 levels. Again, the performance level is the strictest. It has a lot of no's: no sugar, no dairy, no grains, no alcohol, no juice, no artificial ingredients. Lifestyle is a good long-term nutrition program, and the Kickstart is for people who are just getting started. So people ask, why are some things on the list and some not? The Whole Life Challenge is all about reducing inflammation, and a lot of the foods that are on the not eating list are foods that can cause inflammation in a lot of people. So reducing foods that cause inflammation makes this kind of a food experiment, if you will. So it's 6 weeks to just experiment with your body and how your body relates to different foods. It's really pretty fascinating what you can learn. I had a skin rash that would show up on my forehead and on my nose periodically. I didn't know what it was. I tried everything. I changed my moisturizer. I changed my shampoo. I changed my hair products. I changed my makeup products. I changed my laundry detergent. And I could not figure out what it was. I did the Whole Life Challenge. My skin completely cleared up, among other benefits. And after the challenge, I tried to implement 1 food group at a time that I had removed and realized it was dairy that was causing my skin rash and other inflammation within my body. So really fascinating information that you can learn while on the Whole Life Challenge. It's an experiment. Chronic inflammation. We don't want chronic inflammation. It is being linked to so many different diseases. And if you just do a quick Google search on chronic inflammation, I think you will be inspired to participate just for that reason alone, to just see what foods might be causing some inflammation in your body long term. And I'll be doing a webinar about inflammation over the 6 weeks. I always provide 1 evening webinar similar to this, and I'm going to do inflammation this year because it's such a hot topic and so important. It's such a key part of the Whole Life Challenge. So if you go on the Whole Life Challenge website and look underneath help, you'll find food lists. And here it really shows the difference between the 3 levels. I'm just going to scroll through here, but please know this is available on the website. If you can't find it, let me know and I'll send it your way. But it really gives you an idea of what is allowed on each of the levels. I always give people a word of caution. If you have a fair amount of sugar in your life right now, and sugar shows up in places we don't expect. So if you have a fair amount of sugar in your life, I want you to know that I do not want you to be cutting it out 100% right from day one. There are some really significant withdrawal effects that you can have from reducing sugar so dramatically. So I don't care if you lose some points at the beginning. If you join my team, I will coach you through this part, but really know that cutting out sugar cold turkey is not recommended and I would caution you against it. So the other part of the Whole Life Challenge is that you choose what sleep, let me just make sure I didn't, yes, you choose what sleep prescription you have. So how much sleep do you think that you need to feel your very best? And you put that in there. If you are getting 5 hours of sleep and you know 8 hours of sleep is what will make you feel better, I highly recommend not making your sleep prescription 8 hours. Make it 5 hours and a half, 5.5 hours. Small increments. You can always raise it as the challenge goes on. You can change things here. You can change things as you go along throughout the challenge. Again, for your sleep prescription, these are the questions that I encourage people to do, and I will coach you through this should you choose to join my team. You do some preliminary, and then you do it again at the end, some body measurements and a group workout. That's all included in the website once you join. You also do a whole life assessment, and this is one of my favorite things because the Whole Life Challenge is about your whole life. It's about finding wellness in all different aspects of your life. And this helps to give you an idea of where you started, and then you do it again to see where you've ended. This is the important part that I think really helps people to have that accountability piece. Every day you're being asked to score your day. There is a mobile app, or you can do it on your computer. When you do it on your computer, I'm just going to show that here, you just click on record today's score. And then you go through each of the different aspects, the 7 aspects of the challenge, and you score. And I'm going to share how that happens for each of these 7 pieces. For nutrition, you've chosen, you're doing the kickstart, the lifestyle, or the performance level. So every day you start off with 5 points. If you have a food that is not on your level that you chose, you just subtract a point. And then, so say I am on the performance level and I had, let's see, for me, it would be maybe potato chips would be the thing that might call my name. So I would lose a point. Then I'm down to 4 points for that day. No big deal. That's just how I would score the day. So you start with 5 points, subtract a point each time you eat a food that's not on your list, and then enter the number of points that you've kept out of the 5. So you can score anywhere from 5 to 0 points for your nutrition each day. The next thing, and it gets easier after this, if you exercise for 10 minutes in a day, you get to give yourself 5 points. If you did it, yes, 5 points. If you didn't, 0 points. Mobilization, same thing. If you stretch for 5 minutes in your day, if you stretch for 10 minutes in a day, you get 5 points. If you didn't do your stretching, you don't get those points. Sleep, did you get your sleep prescription that you have prescribed for yourself? If you did, yes, you get your 5 points. And if you didn't, 0. A word about sleep. If you are trying to sleep, I say you get your points. Those of you who have insomnia, you should not be getting 0 points because you can't sleep. Here's how you lose your points. You stay up to watch Netflix. You don't go to sleep when you should. You schedule an early workout when you know that sleep is just as important as a workout. You need to then get your 0 points. So if you're trying to sleep, I say you get your points, and I give a lot of support to a lot of people on that sleep piece. Hydration, you're going to do a calculation to figure out how many ounces that you need to have each day. It is your body weight in pounds divided by 3. You earn 5 points for drinking your water for the day. If you didn't reach that goal, 0 points for that. And then every week, the Whole Life Challenge sets forth a well-being practice. This does change every week and can be anything from reading for 10 minutes, spending less time on social media, reaching out to a friend, organizing some cluttered spot in your life. It could be meditate for 10 minutes. It changes every Friday. It's announced on Friday and it changes on Saturday. And this is one of those things that keeps the 6 weeks kind of fresh because there's a new well-being practice every single week. You earn 5 points if you did it, 0 points if you don't. So here we go. Say I, again, ate those potato chips. I'm just going to score it a 4, but I did do my exercise. I score it yes. I did my stretching, a yes. I slept my goal, yes. I drank my water, yes. And I did the lifestyle or the well-being practice for the day. Then I put in a little reflection. Reflections don't need to be anything too dramatic. I might just write, I could not resist the potato chips today. I know that this is not helping me. I'm going to work on this more tomorrow. Or it could be, I'm really pleased with the 4 points that I received today. There were a lot of temptations in my day and I didn't give in. Or my reflection might be, hey team, what are you guys doing for mobilization? I'm getting bored with my stretching routine. So that could be an example of your reflection. And once you've done all that, you hit submit. And then you get 5 more points for doing your reflection. And there you are. You ask if you want to edit it. Nope, looks good to me. I'm going to save it. And then it gets saved. There are mulligans. So if you play golf, you know about mulligans. If you forgot to score, you can go back. You get 3 mulligans within the 6 weeks. So you get 3 chances to forget and go back and score. The scoring opens up at 7 p.m. every night, and it is open for that day to score your day until midnight the following night. So you have 29 hours to score your day. And if you fail to score it by midnight, you do get that 0, but know that you can activate one of your mulligans to score your day. You get 3 chances for that. So you want to check your progress, communicate with your teammates, and keep an eye on the leaderboard. Here is how your score starts to look. It turns into this little rainbow. So here we are on day 5. This person forgot to score day 4. They can go over here and use one of their mulligans and score their day. And it just keeps going. You get your total points. You get to check to see how you're doing. You can communicate with your team. Your reflections show up here. So your reflections, shouldn't be anything terribly private. They're going to be public to your team. So just know that if you have something specific private that you want to share with me, you can email me instead. And just know that here is where I'm going to be asking you to communicate with your team. Reach out to them, give them an answer, support them, tell them they're doing a great job. Really use this communication board to benefit you and others. It's what makes the Whole Life Challenge really special, and it makes it so that you don't feel like you are going at this alone. There is a leaderboard, and there are going to be some people on my team who check this leaderboard every single day. There are going to be other people on my team who do not look at it not one single time. So I say to you, if the leaderboard is motivating to you, go ahead. You check that every day. You be proud of where you are. Do you know who scored number 1 in my leaderboard a couple of challenges ago? Was my mother-in-law. She was 82, I believe, at the time. She was so proud of where she was on that leaderboard. She wasn't going to give up any points. It was really motivating to her. I have other clients who do not look at it not one time. So just know it's there, but you don't have to look. Here would be a team leaderboard to see where you rank within our team. We also have our team versus the whole world. So how is our team doing compared to the whole world's teams? Kind of fun. At the end, if the leaderboard is important to you, you definitely want to be doing all of these end things so that you can be part of that leaderboard, getting your end results of your workout, your daily measurements, your body measurement, and your daily points. Excuse me. If you register, you'll get a player's guide that gives you so much information. You want to choose your level. You want to enter your water consumption prescription by you doing that formula, and enter your nightly sleep prescription. And most importantly, you want to do what I will be sending out to everyone on my team. Only my team gets this. It's my personal checklist for success, where I put my tried and true ideas on what will make a huge difference for you in doing this challenge. If you are someone who loves a checklist, this is for you. I love a checklist, and I really think this would help you to get going once you've joined my team, starting tomorrow, I'll be sending everyone on my team this checklist for success, and anyone who joins after tomorrow will get it as well. If you have questions during the Whole Life Challenge, you can contact their customer support service. They are amazing. Reach out to me and or your teammates. There's lots of support. This little help guide gives you lots of information right here and a link for support. Reaching out to me, there's a private Whole Life Challenge Facebook group. I am telling you, if you put something on there, within minutes, you're going to get a response from people all over the world. So just know that that is there for you. But no matter what, you want to keep showing up and entering your score, despite how well or not so well you think you're doing. The accountability really is going to give you your success. There are some extra benefits of being part of my team. I give some videos to help support your stretching and exercise efforts. I will be doing an evening webinar, I told you already, on inflammation. I'll also be sending out some emails with extra information, some articles, some support, some, rah-rah to help support you throughout the challenge. This time around, I have coached the challenge many, many times, and this time around, I'm offering something I'm calling my Even More package. And the Even More package is going to include lots of different things. One thing it's going to include is next week, I will be doing an evening webinar like this that will be recorded, in which I'll be going over the checklist for success and giving very specific tips that I have seen clients use that have really worked for them. They're tips that I use as well. That's going to be included in the Even More package. Every Monday, you'll get a Motivation Monday email, which will include information about mindset, meals, and movement. Lots of information and just the thing to kick off your week. I'll also be doing a cooking club where I will be recording me cooking a recipe. You'll get the recipe, you'll get the shopping list, and you'll get the recording so that you can cook with me at home a Whole Life Challenge friendly recipe. You'll also get a one-on-one 30-minute health coaching session anytime within the 6 weeks of the challenge. So if in the middle you really need a little support, if you need it more at the beginning, if you're feeling like you need it as you're sort of maybe losing some momentum at the end, just contact me and your 30-minute health coaching session can be done. And at the end of the Whole Life Challenge, you'll have 2 months to schedule another one-on-one health coaching session with me so that we can go over your where from here plan. Where do you go after finishing the challenge? This Even More package, again, is something I'm trying out this very first time, this time around. It is $95. It is full of so much more than what I'm listing here. I like to give a lot to people who participate in any of my programs. So here's what you get with the Whole Life Challenge. Here are all the things that you get with the Even More package. I didn't mention this. Anyone who is on my team gets 20% off all one-on-one health coaching during the challenge and up to 2 months post-challenge. That is a real great benefit to anyone that's on my team. These are the other things that are available for the Even More package. And also with the Even More package, I like to surprise and delight my clients. So there will be surprises and delights, things that will make you say, wow. These are some few details just to remind you. You have 29 hours to enter your score. You can do it on your phone or on your computer. If you miss the cutoff, you can use one of your mulligans. And I really encourage you to check out the official Facebook group for the Whole Life Challenge. It is an incredible resource. I want to let you know that you don't have to be perfect. You just have to start. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. If you have a day where you just did not follow your food list, that's okay. You don't have to be perfect. You're just going to move past it, go on to the next thing, and know that tomorrow is a fresh new day. There are no alarms that are going to go off should you miss your stretching for the day. There will not be a notification given to our whole team should you choose to have a cheese pizza at lunch. There will be no announcements made if you miss your exercise, your 10 minutes for the day. This is the whole life challenge. Keep that in mind. So yes, none of these things will happen, but it is called the whole life challenge, not the I can really do whatever I want and skip the challenge part challenge. If you want to make the most of it, you want it to be challenging. It will be worth the work. Anything worth having takes work. It's not going to be easy, but I'm telling you, it will be worth it. I have seen firsthand how much of an impact the whole life challenge can have on people, and how life-changing it can be, and how long-term it can be. I had someone email me today and she said, I just want to tell you, I feel bad. I'm not doing the challenge this time with you, but the reason I'm not doing it is because this is what I do. I did the challenge with you 3 times. My habits are so solid now that I don't need to do it anymore. And really, that's what I want. I want to work myself out of a job. So I'm telling you, it's not going to be easy, but it will be worth it for today, for tomorrow, for the rest of your life. All right, I have 2 things to raffle off. One is this cool thing called the EULA, and I'll show you that in just a second. It's a little reminder. It blinks if you forget to drink your water, so you put it around your water bottle. And the other is going to be for a free registration, and we're going to take questions. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and go on here and just say that I have this EULA, and I am going to choose a name. I have your names in my little pile here. So I'm going to choose a name without looking. Who wins this little EULA? It is Jill. Jill, you get to win this. This goes right on your water bottle. It blinks if you haven't haven't had a sip in a while. Oh, Jill, are you there?
Hey, I'm very excited.
So this is a really cool thing. And Jill, it's purple. So
I love it.
how great. So
Thank
I Jill, I think you'll really enjoy using it. And those of you who didn't win it, check it out. ULLA. It's kind of a cool little tip. So that is one. And you're welcome, Jill. And the person who's winning the free registration to the Whole Life Challenge for this time around, not looking, is, who is this? Connie, this is you. Connie, I need you to email me because I'm not too sure which Connie you are, if I know you, or perhaps you're someone new to me. So Connie, please email me, christine@positive-energy.co, and let me know your email address, and I will send you the code for a free registration for the Whole Life Challenge. If you've already registered, to somebody else.
Christine, it's my mom.
No kidding. Oh,
yeah.
Hey,
Angela,
Angela, thank you so much for bringing your mom along. Angela,
hey.
You brought up a great point. So I highly encourage you.
And she's in Arizona, just like you wrote on your little email.
Oh, that's so funny. So today, those of you who don't know what Angela's saying, today I wrote an email and said, because the Whole Life Challenge is online, you can invite anyone from anywhere. So your mom who lives in Arizona, your best friend who lives in Europe, your coworkers who are maybe spread out throughout the country, you can really invite anyone to participate. So yay, Connie, I'm so glad. So Connie, send me your email, or Angela, send me your mom's email, and I will send her the link for the free registration. So that is what I have to offer you this evening in terms of information. If you have questions, please feel free to stay on and ask any questions. If you don't have questions and I have answered any question you might have about the Whole Life Challenge, please, I just want to thank you for your time. If you're watching this as a recording, thank you so much for taking the time to do this. It speaks volumes to how much you value your health and your wellness. And I know often we're a lot of women here, so I will speak to women in the group. Guys, maybe you feel this way too sometimes, but I know women often feel very guilty or feel like it is selfish to take care of themselves. And I really encourage you to flip that on its head. I really feel strongly that it is selfish not to take care of yourself and not to make your wellness a priority, because if you are not well and you get sick, who is going to be taking care of you? The people that you care about the very most. So please, please, if you can't do it for them, for yourself, do it for them. So know that participating in this is just a great way to kick off your new year. I really hope that you'll consider doing that. And I'll say goodbye now to those of you who have had all your questions answered. And if anyone has further questions, I'll hang on right here. Just unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Christine?
Connie? Hello? Are you there, Connie?
I am.
Yes. I love your daughter.
Thank you.
She's fantastic.
I didn't get that email.
Yes, if you could email it to me at Christine with a C at positive-energy.co. And I know Angela has my email address. She can send it to you as well. But yes, please email me and I'll send you the code so that you can register for free.
Great.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Christine, hi, it's Jill.
Hi, Jill.
Quick question for
Yes,
you.
please.
When's the actual start date?
Excellent question. Can't believe I didn't mention it. It's January 18th. So you have a couple of weeks, which is so great because if you start now and start committing to it now, you can start weaning off that sugar. You can start getting yourself so you're really prepared. That checklist for success, it doesn't happen in one day. If you really want to take your time, starting now can really get you so that January 18th, you are ready to rock and roll.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Jill already did a cycle class with me this morning. Jill, you've spent a fair amount of time with me today.
Fantastic, as always.
Anyone else have a question that I can answer for them at this time? Well, if you have a question that you weren't comfortable asking or just don't like speaking in this format, please feel free to email me. Again, my email is Christine with a C at positive-energy.co. So please email me. I'd be happy to answer your questions. I hope that you'll give a look to the Whole Life Challenge website, peruse it, see what you think. I am continually impressed by how they keep adding new benefits to participants. And at $45, it is really the biggest bang for your buck when it comes to committing to your health and wellness for the new year. I hope you'll consider joining my team. There'll be lots of fun things that would await you. And I hope you'll consider the Even More package should you decide to join on in. Thanks, everyone, and have a great evening.